Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go to the information. There is a table of values over here. The table also some values for the function f. If f is a linear function, what is the value of a positive b? So the question clearly says f is a linear function. So when I sketch the graph of a linear function, I'll be getting a straight line. And if I measure the slope of a straight line at any point on the circle, it will be same. For example, let's consider the first point over here. At this particular point, we have some slope, for example, say 2. Then what will be the slope at this second point over here? The same slope will have to at any point, not only just in 2 points or 3 points, at any point on the line. So the slope of the function will be same. So whenever a function is linear and if I find slope at any point, so it will be same. Okay, so from the table we have 3 points. The first point is 0, a, and the second point is 1, 12, and the third point is 2, b. We have 3 points from the table. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope of the linear function f using the first 2 points. Whenever I know the 2 points of a linear function, I can find the slope using the formula that is y2 negative y1 over x2 negative x1. And the first point always has to be considered as x1 y1 and the second point has to be considered as x2 y2. Okay, now we can plug in the values for x1, y1, x2, y2 over here in this formula to get the slope of the linear function. That is to get the slope of the line given by the linear function. Okay, here the value of y2 is 12 and the value of y1 is a, and the value of x2 is 1 and the value of x1 is 0. So 12 negative a over 1 negative 0 is 1. So finally we get m is equal to 12 negative a because anything divided by 1 is the same value. Okay, now I got the slope of the linear function f, that is 12 negative a. So this time I have used the first point and second point to find the slope. Okay, now again I'm going to find the slope of the same linear function f using the second point and third point. So when I use the second point and third point, so I have to consider this point 1, 12 as x1, y1 and 2, b as x2, y2. Okay, now let me find the slope. Again, I have to use the same formula, that is y2 negative y1 over x2 negative x1. So the value of y2 is b, negative the value of y1 is 12 over the value of x2 is 2, the value of x1 is 1. So b negative 12 over 2 negative 1 is just 1. So m is equal to b negative 12. Okay, so I got the slope of the given linear function f in 2 ways. The first way is using the first 2 points and the second way is using the next 2 points. So in whichever way I find the slope of the linear function, the slope will be same because for any linear function the graph will be a straight line. At any point the slope will be same. So the slope which I get by using the first 2 points, that is 12 negative a, the slope which I get using the second point and third point, that is b negative 12, must be equal. So now we can equate these two slopes. So then I'm getting 12 negative a equals to b negative 12. Okay, now our aim is to find the value of a positive b. So here already b is positive, but a is negative. So better we can add a to both sides. When I add a to both sides, is negative a positive will cancel out. I'm getting 12 equals to a positive b negative 12. Okay, now since I have to find the value of a positive b, we have to get rid of this negative 12. So I'm just adding 12 to both sides. When I do so, this negative 12 positive 12 will cancel out. I'm getting 24 equals to a positive b. I got the value of a positive b. So it is 24. We find 24 in option A. So the correct answer choice for this question is option A.